Stop chasing, stop begging, stop being a slave to her attention. It's time to wake up and realize that the high-value man doesn't grovel at anyone's feet. He doesn't need to. In a world full of weak, validation-seeking boys, the high-value man stands out like a lion among sheep. If you're tired of being overlooked, disrespected, and taken for granted, then listen up. This video is your wake-up call. We're about to dive deep into what separates the true men from the boys. If you're not ready to face some hard truths, turn back now. But if you're sick of being the guy who gets left behind, the guy who gets walked all over, then you need to stay till the end. Because the first step to reclaiming your power and becoming a high-value man is to understand what makes these men so irresistible that women always come back to them. Let's get started. 1. He doesn't crave her attention. Craving a woman's attention is the ultimate sign of your pathetic weakness. In a world where spineless boys are conditioned to grovel for validation, the high-value man stands defiant. He understands that chasing her approval is the fastest way to castrate his own power. Instead of bending over backward for her scraps of attention, he invests in his empire, his growth, and his mission. A man who begs for attention is a man without a spine. But a high-value man, his unshakable confidence is magnetic. It screams one thing: he doesn't need her to complete him. He's already a king. This isn't about being emotionally dead or indifferent. He values meaningful connections and respects the women who deserve it. But he doesn't let their opinions define his worth. He never chases, he attracts. His time is too precious to waste on worthless pursuits or people who don't add value to his life. In a society where men are puppets to constant communication and validation, his defiance is revolutionary. He's not a slave to social media or the fleeting opinions of others. He walks his path with ruthless focus on his goals and ambitions. When a woman meets such a man, she feels his raw strength and unwavering stability. She's drawn to him not because he's pathetically running after her, but because he's confidently and unapologetically living his truth. This is true masculinity, being rooted in one's identity and purpose, unshaken by external validation. In a world full of noise, the high-value man's silence is deafening. He doesn't need to beg for attention. His mere presence demands it. This is why women always crawl back to him, because he embodies the rare and powerful combination of unrelenting confidence, unyielding purpose, and unbreakable self-respect. 2. He has purpose and drive. Purpose and drive are the non-negotiable traits of a high-value man. In a society full of aimless drifters lost to distractions and the allure of instant gratification, the high-value man stands as a beacon of focus and relentless determination. He knows that without a clear purpose, a man is nothing but a pathetic shadow of what he could be. He refuses to squander his life in mediocrity, driven instead by an unyielding pursuit of his goals. This isn't just attractive, it's intoxicating. Women are magnetically drawn to him because they see a man who knows what he wants and will stop at nothing to get it. This level of ambition can be controversial in today's world, where complacency is the norm and the pursuit of greatness is met with suspicion. But the high-value man doesn't give a damn. He doesn't apologize for his towering ambitions. He doesn't water down his aspirations to make anyone feel comfortable. He embraces his hunger for success, understanding that this very hunger sets him apart from the herd. Hard work doesn't scare him and setbacks don't deter him. Every obstacle is a mere stepping stone on his relentless path to greatness. Women crave this kind of man. His purpose and drive mark him as a leader, someone who can provide and protect. In a world where most men are content to sit back and let life pass them by, his proactive approach is like a breath of fresh air. He's a man of action, not empty words. His vision for the future is crystal clear, and his determination to achieve it is unshakable. This fire, this intensity, is what makes him irresistible. But his pursuit of purpose means he's ruthlessly selective with his time and energy. He doesn't waste them on people or activities that don't align with his goals. This stance challenges the notion that a man should always be available and accommodating. The high-value man knows his time is his most precious asset, and he guards it fiercely. He's not afraid to say no, to cut off toxic relationships, or to walk away from situations that don't serve his higher purpose. 3. He respects himself and others. A high-value man knows that respect starts with himself. He doesn't let anyone treat him like a doormat. He sets clear, unbreakable boundaries and stands firm on them. This is the bedrock of his strength and the essence of his masculinity. Self-respect is non-negotiable. He won't tolerate disrespect from anyone, and this commands how others treat him. Women see this. They see a man who values himself and his time, and they can't help but be drawn to that raw, undeniable power. In a world where manipulation and deceit are the norm, the high-value man's commitment to respect is like a shockwave. He doesn't play games. He's straightforward and honest, even if it means going against the grain. This no-bullshit approach is rare and electrifying. Women are tired of men who say one thing and do another. They crave the stability and reliability that only comes from a man who respects himself and others. This respect isn't for show. The high-value man respects everyone, regardless of their status. He treats the CEO and the janitor with the same dignity. This no-nonsense, egalitarian mindset makes him a standout. Women see that he's genuine, not just putting on a facade to impress. They know they can trust him, and this trust is what keeps them coming back. This respect creates a powerful dynamic. He doesn't need to control or dominate his partner. Instead, he lifts her up, values her opinions, and treats her with respect. This mutual respect forms a rock-solid foundation that's unshakable. Women know that with him they are truly valued and respected. 4. He is emotionally stable. Get this straight. A high-value man masters his emotions. He doesn't let anger or frustration dictate his actions. In a world where so many men are quick to explode, his calmness is a beacon of strength. This emotional stability makes him unshakable, a rock in any storm. He faces adversity head-on without losing his cool. Women find this magnetic. They see a man who isn't tossed around by chaos, someone who provides security and stability in a world full of emotional wrecks. Emotional stability is about having the iron will to manage your emotions effectively. A high-value man understands his feelings and controls them, rather than being their puppet. This self-mastery is rare and powerful, showing maturity and self-discipline that women deeply respect and crave. They know that with him, they won't be dragged into unnecessary drama or childish tantrums. Women always return to emotionally stable men because they offer a sanctuary from the emotional roller coasters that plague most relationships. When others are losing their minds, he stays composed. His stability creates a safe haven where women feel protected and understood. This doesn't mean he bottles up his emotions. He expresses them in a healthy, constructive way. He communicates clearly, resolving conflicts without yelling or manipulation. This emotional control fosters trust and reliability. Women know they can count on him when things get tough. He doesn't shy away from hard conversations or challenges. Instead, he tackles them with a calm and rational mindset. This makes him a rare gem in a world full of emotional volatility. Women are drawn to this strength and resilience, knowing they have a partner who can weather any storm. 5. He takes responsibility. It's time to face the hard truth. A high-value man owns his actions, period. No excuses, no finger-pointing, no playing the victim. When he screws up, he doesn't hide or whine about it. He stands up, takes responsibility, and makes it right. This level of accountability is rare and powerful, and women notice it immediately. They see a man who isn't afraid to admit when he's wrong, and who's got the balls to fix his mistakes. This maturity and integrity are magnetic. Taking responsibility isn't just about owning up to mistakes, it's about owning your entire life. A high-value man knows he controls his destiny. He doesn't bitch about his circumstances or blame others. He takes charge, makes proactive decisions, and betters his life. This mindset is the exact opposite of the passive, weak attitude most men display. Women are naturally drawn to men who control their lives because it signals strength and reliability. When a man takes responsibility, it shows he has integrity. Women are sick of men who dodge accountability and fail to follow through. They crave a partner who is dependable and honest. A high-value man's commitment to responsibility means he keeps his promises and follows through. This reliability builds trust, the bedrock of any strong relationship. He doesn't shy away from difficult conversations or problems. This willingness to face challenges is what sets him apart. Women know that with him, they have a partner who won't run at the first sign of trouble. This steadfastness and accountability make him a rare find among men who point fingers and avoid blame. Women always return to men who take responsibility because they know they can rely on them. They see a man committed to growth, unafraid to face challenges. This reliability and integrity are incredibly attractive. 6. He values his time. A high-value man knows that time is his most precious asset, and he doesn't waste a single second on meaningless activities or people who don't add value to his life. This disciplined approach to time management sets him leagues above the rest. He ruthlessly prioritizes his goals and focuses on what truly matters. Women find this incredibly attractive. They see a man who is driven, purposeful, and in absolute control of his destiny. Valuing time means he's not easily distracted by trivial pursuits. He's not the loser binge-watching TV shows all weekend or scrolling mindlessly through social media. Instead, he's investing his time in self-improvement, learning new skills, and relentlessly working towards his goals. This dedication to growth and progress is like a magnet. Women are naturally drawn to a man who is fiercely committed to bettering himself and his life. When a man values his time, he also values the time of others. He's punctual, reliable, and respects everyone's schedules. This reliability and respect are rare traits that women deeply appreciate. They know that when he commits to something, he follows through, no excuses. This dependability creates a sense of trust and security that is hard to find in today's flaky world. A high-value man's respect for time translates into quality interactions. He doesn't engage in mind games or waste time on superficial connections. He seeks meaningful relationships and invests in them fully. Women recognize and respect this focus. They know he won't string them along or waste their time. His commitment to valuing time means he's present and engaged, making every moment count. Women are highly attractive to men who value their time because it shows they have their priorities straight. They see a man who is organized, focused, and intentional about his life. This sense of purpose and direction is incredibly appealing. Women want a partner who is going somewhere, someone who can inspire and motivate them. 7. He is a leader. A high-value man doesn't sit on the sidelines waiting for others to make decisions for him. He steps up and leads. This isn't about being a bossy jerk. It's about taking charge with confidence and vision. In a world full of passive, indecisive men, the high-value man stands out as a true leader. He knows where he's going and how to get there. Women are irresistibly drawn to this quality because they crave a man who can steer the course with clarity and purpose. A leader has a mission and the guts to pursue it relentlessly. His sense of direction is magnetic. Women want to be with a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it. This vision provides stability and certainty, making them feel secure. He doesn't crumble under pressure. He faces challenges head-on, inspiring confidence in everyone around him. Being a leader means making the tough calls and standing by them. A high-value man isn't scared to make hard decisions. He acts with integrity and fairness, considering the well-being of those around him. This decisiveness sets him apart from the wishy-washy crowd. Women respect a man who can make swift, confident decisions, knowing he has their best interests at heart. He doesn't dominate, he guides. He listens to his partner, considering her perspective, and makes decisions that benefit both. This collaborative leadership is powerful. Women know they have a partner who is strong yet considerate, someone who can lead without overshadowing them. 8. He is authentic. A high-value man is unapologetically authentic. He doesn't wear masks or pretend to be someone he's not just to impress others. This raw, genuine nature is a breath of fresh air in a world filled with pretenders and people-pleasers. Women are magnetically drawn to this authenticity because it screams confidence and self-assurance. He's comfortable in his own skin, and this comfort is contagious. It makes women feel at ease around him, knowing they're dealing with someone real, unpretentious, and damn proud of it. Authenticity means consistency. He doesn't switch up his behavior to fit different crowds or situations. What you see is what you get every single time. This kind of reliability is rare and incredibly attractive. Women are sick to death of men who are one person in private and another in public. They crave the stability and trust that come with knowing their partner is genuine, regardless of the circumstances. This unwavering authenticity builds trust, the bedrock of any lasting relationship. A high-value man's authenticity also means he's brutally honest about his intentions and feelings. He doesn't play games or lead women on. He's clear about what he wants and where he stands. This level of straightforwardness can be controversial in a society that thrives on mixed signals and ambiguity, but it's precisely what makes him stand out. Women appreciate his honesty, even when it's not what they want to hear. They know they can trust him to be upfront and truthful, a rare commodity in today's world. This authenticity fosters deep, meaningful connections. He's not afraid to be vulnerable and show his true self. This openness encourages women to do the same, creating a strong emotional bond. Women feel truly seen and understood by a man who isn't hiding behind a facade. This level of intimacy and understanding is what makes them keep coming back. 9. He embraces Stoicism. A high-value man embraces Stoicism with a grip of iron. He understands that life is a battlefield, and how he reacts to its challenges defines his character. He doesn't waste time whining or complaining about things beyond his control. No, he focuses on what he can change and lets go of what he can't. This Stoic mindset is a game changer, especially in relationships. Women are drawn to his calm, collected demeanor because it provides a sense of stability and strength that's almost extinct in today's weak, emotionally driven society. Stoicism is about resilience and emotional control. A high-value man isn't rattled by minor setbacks or ruled by his emotions. He remains composed, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth. This unshakable attitude is incredibly attractive to women. They see a man who can handle pressure, who doesn't crumble under stress, and who stands firm no matter what. This kind of emotional fortitude is a magnet, pulling them in because they know they can rely on him in the toughest of times. Women always return to Stoic men because they offer sanctuary from the emotional chaos that plagues modern relationships. A high-value man's ability to stay calm and rational, even when the world is burning around him, makes him a rock-solid partner. He doesn't react impulsively or let anger cloud his judgment. Instead, he tackles problems with a clear mind and steady hand. This reliability and wisdom make women feel safe and valued, knowing they have a partner who stands by them through thick and thin. Stoicism also means living with purpose and integrity. A high-value man doesn't chase fleeting pleasures or get swayed by superficial desires. He's driven by deeper values and a purpose that guides his every action. This kind of focus and dedication is rare and profoundly attractive. Women see a man who knows what he wants and isn't easily distracted. They are drawn to his unwavering commitment and his ability to stay true to his principles no matter what. 10. He lives by his principles. A high-value man stands by his principles no matter what. His values are non-negotiable, and he doesn't compromise them for anyone or anything. In a world where most are quick to sell out their beliefs for short-term gain, this unwavering commitment sets him apart. Women are instinctively drawn to men with a strong moral backbone. They see a man who doesn't bend under pressure, who remains true to himself even when it's tough. This kind of integrity is rare and powerful, making him an absolute magnet for respect and admiration. Living by principles means that a high-value man has a clear code of conduct that he follows consistently. He doesn't change his behavior to fit in or please others. This steadfastness shows a deep sense of self-respect and honor. Women respect this because it shows that he is reliable and trustworthy. They know that a man who sticks to his principles is also someone who will stand by them in times of need. This reliability is incredibly attractive because it offers stability in a world full of uncertainty and flakiness. A man of principles also treats others with fairness and respect, no matter who they are. This isn't about putting on a show, it's about genuinely valuing everyone he meets. Women are drawn to this because it demonstrates true strength and confidence. He doesn't need to put others down to feel better about himself. Instead, he lifts others up, which makes him stand out as a leader and a partner. A high-value man doesn't engage in deceit or manipulation. He is honest and transparent, creating a foundation of trust. Women are fed up with the games and lies that many men resort to. They crave the honesty and integrity that come from a man who lives by his principles. This kind of authenticity is magnetic because it makes them feel secure and valued. Women always return to men who live by their principles because they know what they're getting: a man of integrity, reliability, and unwavering strength. There are no hidden agendas or surprises with him. His predictability, based on a solid ethical foundation, makes him incredibly attractive. They know they can trust him to be the same man tomorrow as he is today. This kind of consistency is rare and deeply desired. Now that you've heard what it takes to be a high-value man, there's no more room for excuses. If you continue living like the average guy, chasing validation and compromising your integrity, you're choosing to stay in the shadows. A high-value man is a force of nature. He commands respect and never begs for attention. He stands firm in his principles, takes responsibility for his life, and exudes an emotional stability that makes him unshakable. Women return to these men because they are a rare breed. They embody strength, confidence, and reliability. They don't play games or succumb to petty drama. They live by a code that sets them apart from the weak and the wavering. If you want to be the man that women respect, admire, and always come back to, then it's time to step up and make the change. Stop being a follower. Stop being a victim of circumstance. Embrace the qualities that make a high-value man. Take control of your life and set your standards high. This isn't a path for the faint-hearted. It requires unwavering commitment and a relentless drive to be the best version of yourself. If you're ready to transform and rise above the rest, then take action now. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, share this message with every man who needs to hear it, and comment "high-value man" below. Let this be your declaration, your commitment to becoming the man you were always meant to be. Stop settling for mediocrity. Become the high-value man who stands tall, commands respect, and never has to chase. Your journey starts now. Don't waste another second.